Almost lost that one. Okay, that's off, that's off, that's off, that's off. That will be a good start to the day. I'm missing something. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Come on, I'm doing this one-handed. There we go. Couple of vitamin D, zinc, let's see, a couple of beetroot, because I don't have any beets, and then I pretty much do an aspirin a day. Helps with all the aches and pains. Oh, goodness. Potatoes are starting to flower. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, figured to come down here and give the garden a water. Potatoes, or onions at least. Kind of dry. Show you what those are doing real quick. Okay. Be able to refill all these containers up that I have been emptying. They're actually all full right now. Over the next couple of days, because we got rain coming in again. All right. So I believe all the ones that are flowering or starting to flower over here are the Caribs. I really haven't watered these. I probably should, but let's do that. Let's burn 5 more gallons and throw it on top of here real quick. And then we'll take 2 containers up. Full. Oh, this one's full. I need a siphon. Ugh. Oh. What you doing, puppies? Where's your ball? Come here. Come on. Come on. Get your ball. This thing out of here. Where'd you put your ball? They go underneath the snowblower? Come on, let me get it. Get out of there. Goofy dog. The project I'm going to work on today is actually back there. Come here. Give me your ball. Come here. Come here. Where's your ball? Let me have it. Thank you. You almost lost it. Goofy dog. Come on. Bring it back. Come on. So I don't know if I mentioned it or not before, but when I first, well, I know I mentioned when I first moved on here why I'm off grid. It's because to bring power in here was going to cost $40,000+. Well, the neighbor next door that comes up every year, and I can always tell he comes up because he fires his generator up and he leaves it on until he leaves, he brought power in. So he paid I think it was $44,000. So I can actually hook up to electricity now. Because they put in a big transfer box over there, figuring that the rest of the people on the road were all going to hook up. And so I told Todd's not hooking up. I told Al, my neighbor behind, he's not hooking up. We're staying off grid, and I'm staying off grid. So, I mean, I could bring in power, but I don't like depending on the grid anymore, especially up here. It's a pain in the neck, and it's just way too easy. I don't want the electric bill. So yeah, neighbor next door's got power, so there'll be no more generator running. He's gone now. He was just here, and the only way I know he's gone now is when I drive by and his gate's locked. So yeah, he lives in Fairbanks. He's out of here now for the season. He'll probably be back down again on Labor Day because he still has all of his little stuff out in the yard, you know, all his little summer trinkets and, you know, stuff like that. So he'll probably be back down one more time to close everything up. Yeah. I can't tell if he's here anymore because there's no generator running. It was a trip to watch him put it in. I didn't record any of it, though. Oh, goodness. Go, pup. Here. Good old-fashioned siphon. My siphon stick's about down to here. And my water level's like right. You're probably right about there. In the barrel. Alright, now to figure out what I'm going to do here. 1, 2, 3. That's... measure that off. What are you doing? What? You want some water? Where'd your ball go? Oh, there it is. It's right by my feet. That's what you're doing. Ready? Ready? Catch. Jeez, that was an epic failure. God, it's gorgeous out this morning. Hello, pretty girl. I got the ball. Come here. Come on. Oh, just missed it. Ah. All right, I'm gonna relax a bit. Even though it's been a quiet, calm morning, I'm gonna sit outside and enjoy it. Get it. Get it. Go. Get the ball. Get the ball. Get it. Go. Go. Oh, well, this is the inaugural first load of lumber in the truck. I had a couple of comments about this. Yes, in fact, I did buy a new truck. I thought I mentioned that before. The other one was just giving me fits. Man, it was 174,000 miles. It was going to get to the point where the repair to maintain the truck was going to cost more than the truck payment. So, upgraded. This is a 2024. It was used, but it was a rental. And Ford owns the budget car rental. What the heck is going on here? That's nuts. How'd that happen? Ford owns the budget car rental that up here in Alaska, and so they're responsible for all the maintenance for the vehicle. So I got what they call their gold warranty, which basically is a new car warranty. So 3 years, 36,000 miles on pretty much everything, and then 100,000 miles on the drivetrain. And when I got it, it had 13,500 miles on it. So this is about the newest vehicle I think I've ever owned in my life. I love it. It's absolutely awesome. A couple of things it doesn't have that my other truck had. It does not have the step up on the tailgate. So, you know, this old man's going to look funny trying to get in the truck. And it's kind of tough learning how to use all the new buttons and gadgets and gizmos that they have in this vehicle. The neat thing is that I constantly listen to my radio station, Funny River Radio, on my cell phone. Well, when I got in the truck, I thought, let's see if I can stream it. And when I connected my truck to the pickup, or when I connected my phone to the truck, it picked it right up. And then on the screen was Live 365, and then below that were all the stations, and the top one was Funny River Radio, which was super, super cool. I have zero complaints. I just gave it its first bath today, took it to the car wash. I get about 25 miles to the gallon on this, so the fuel that I'm saving in this alone, because I was getting about 17 miles to the gallon in the old truck, so I'm probably close to 9 miles per gallon more in fuel efficiency. So that fuel cost alone is well worth it, and it's nice not to have to worry about your vehicle. So anyway, I've got 3 projects I'm going to be starting today. Or this weekend, and none of them, well, one of them might get finished. I gotta pull all these little, I think I got a bunch of little nails in here, a bunch of little staples in this one. We'll see. So yeah, only one of them is probably going to get finished, and even that's not going to get finished. It's going to get partially finished. But I'll let you guys try and figure out. 2 of them will be really easy to figure out. This one, I think, will stump a couple of people. All right. That's a pretty truck. That's a pretty truck. She go, girl, Molly? How you doing, Molly? How you doing? I'm going to need these. And then we're going to head over here. I'm just going to go fishing today, but I got way too much stuff that needs to get done and way limited time in which to do it, so I ended up having to pass on that. On top of that, the sockeye run is pretty much collapsed. So about a ½ an inch over. Okay, we're gonna get some more. Maybe 32 3/4. Oh, I didn't want to do it that way. Let's do it this way. That won't work anyway. Yeah, it's going to be on the outside there and on the outside there. 32 3/4. I have one more tension rod. Oh, not a problem. That'll work. Okay. Need a couple of pieces of wood. So I need to screw a piece of wood here, and I need to screw a piece of wood there. I need to put enough screws in it so that when I apply the tension, it won't go anywhere. So let me go get that, and I'll be right back. That was not going to go. Come on. Get over there. And back over there, and then back up. I think that's good. I think that's going to be awesome right there. Okay, so that is taken care of. Now I need to build a structure. All right. So if anybody knows what I'm building right now or thinks they know, has an idea, then by all means, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Nice, I can go there, and I can go there. Probably should grab some clamps. Let's hang this over a little. And I can clamp that so I get it nice and square. Yeah. Okay, it's heavier than I thought it was. Might have to shovel a little bit to get. Oh no, it's pretty stable. Pretty darn stable. I like it. I still might shovel out just a little bit on this side here to clean it up, but that's about all I can do on this right now. This is a project that's probably going to get finished next week. Let me see here. Mark it off there. I can stand it up and then shovel that out. Let me go get my shovel. Molly goes nuts with the shovel. Good girl. Good girl. I don't know what I did to my back. It's freaking killing me. No. 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 I don't know why you hate shovels so much. No. 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 You just despise shovels with a passion. Stop. Stop it. Hey, stop it or I'll put you in the house. You're not protecting me. You're just upset that something can dig faster and cleaner than you. That's all. That's all it is. It's jealousy. It's sheer jealousy. Let's see what I got here. Oh, that did it. Perfect. Still feels like it's a bit off, but it'll work. All right, that's it for this project. We'll get on to this again when the rest of the stuff comes. All right, that's about as far as I want to back up here so that I keep these things close to the ground because they're pretty heavy and I don't know that I'm actually going to be able to lift them to move them there, but I should be able to get them out of the truck. This is project 2 of the 3 different projects I was going to be working on this weekend. The only problem is that project 3 is probably not going to happen now. Freaking Home Depot drives me nuts. So on the app, I want to put some upper cabinets in the kitchen. I've wanted to since I got the whole kitchen together. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So Home Depot says they had 10 of these upper cabinets that I needed. I only need 2, but when I got there today, I only found 1. I couldn't find any more than the 1. So I couldn't get it. And I picked these up because these are going to be the base of the greenhouse. And before you get all freaked out and say, you know, that's got creosote in it, it's pressure treated lumber, it is railroad ties. These are not going to come in contact with anything that grows in the greenhouse. So I needed something heavy because we do get some pretty aggressive winds up here. So I needed something heavy for a base that could take the, you know, that's weight would probably keep the greenhouse down. That's my plan anyway. And I'm going to build on top of these, and everything that's in the greenhouse is going to be in raised beds anyway. So I got, I think, the last of the work done on the spot for the greenhouse this week, and I'll show you. I'll move the camera around and show you here in a couple of minutes. But I need to start laying this out if I'm going to get this built before winter so that I can use it next spring. All right, what you got going here? These cost me $30 each. The guy that I bought them from was super cool though. I said, what do you want? He goes, give me 150 bucks. It should have been 180. I got 6 of them. But I didn't have any change, so I just gave him 160. So I saved 20 bucks on him, which is awesome. Ah, shoot. Let's get this out of here. So if I can't get these lifted by myself to the location where they're going to go, I'll probably give Todd a call, have him give me a hand. I think I mentioned yesterday that the sockeye run collapsed. It's not a bad thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just normally we have much more fish for a longer period of time. Molly, quit whining. And, you know, I can go out and go fishing quite a bit more. But, you know, this year we didn't have hardly any. And by hardly any, I mean we only had 1 million fish. So most of this is pretty level now. It's all been pushed back. My property line is actually, if I can see the marker, still got another couple of steps to go till we're at my property line. But yeah, I thought this would be a super great spot to do this at. It's going to be 10 feet wide. It's going to be 16 feet long. Each one of those railroad ties is roughly 8 feet. So I'll lay those out so that I have my 16-foot lengths. So it'll be 2 and 2, and then I'll have one partial one going across the back that I'll frame into, and then I'll have one going across the front that I'll cut for the entrance in the middle, and then that piece that's left over, I'll put it back over here. So cut it with a chainsaw. That very last, the very last railroad tie, this thing was crazy heavy. I had to get up in the truck, lift it up in the truck, get it all balanced out, and then step down and push it the rest of the way over so that it would land on the stack. That's going to be a bugger to move. So I know I said that wood is not going to come in contact with the garden itself. It's mainly designed as a weight to stop the garden from lifting when we have our heavy windstorms that we get on a regular basis. So my plan is basically I'm going to take a 2x8, right? And I'm going to take another 2x8, and I'm going to marry those two boards together like this, right? Screw them all together. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to flip it over. And where this is, we'll do it this way here. Where this is the, underneath here is the railroad tie, I'm then going to screw this onto the railroad tie. You know, run some lag bolts through and screw it onto there. And then I'll mount the edges of the, each one of the ribs right over this here. By doing this, I'm actually going to gain a little bit more height. When I'm all said and done, it'll probably gain another foot. Originally, when I designed this, it was 10 feet wide by 9 feet tall. Now it'll be 10 feet wide by about 10 feet tall. So this will also be pressure treated wood. And again, don't worry about pressure treated wood coming into contact with anything in the garden. It's not a good idea to use pressure treated wood in anything that you're going to be building your garden in, because each one of, or the entire greenhouse on the inside is going to be raised beds. So they will be separate from the actual wood here. So I won't have to worry about water coming in. I'm going to run some gravel troughs on the inside edge as well, just to make sure that if there's any water runoff, it'll be taken out of the greenhouse. It won't affect the beds themselves. All right.
First Todd came by, and then Will came by. And all kinds of visitors. Where to put my tape measure? Oh, good. Molly's going crazy because the puppy's all left. All right. Brought the shovel because I am gonna cut a little bit of that hill away there. All right, I need to go 3 inches more that way. Oh, I can get there right now. Should be perfect. It's a greenhouse. I'm not building a house. Sean, you're not building a house. It's a greenhouse. 10 feet. Perfect. Didn't need the shovel after all. And again, these stakes are just so when I move some stuff around, I know where to put the railroad ties back at. I will measure this one last time just to make sure I'm where I need to be. It's a little bit off. Back a little more. It's close enough for government work. All right, so these are, it's going to be 16 feet long. I mean, I could do a diagonal inside corner to inside corner on here, but once I get the 16 feet. But this is, ah, you bugger. And I only need to be 100% accurate on the back, if that makes sense. So that's 16 feet right to here. And then, so that leaves me about 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches extra over there. This one I think is a little longer. And that's 16 feet right to there. It's going to go a lot easier than I thought it was going to go. Cool. And then for this, So to get this put together, it was pretty simple. I just did the basic knot for a loop there, and then when I came up and I did another knot for a loop, and then I did another knot for a loop, and then that gave me something to be able to pull them with. I'm going to leave this rope up here though, because I have 2 more of these railroad ties, and they're going to go, like I said, one's going to go all the way across the back, and then one's going to go, I'm going to cut it. It's going to be a piece here. There'll be a big door here, probably about 4 feet wide, and then there'll be another piece over there. So the other piece that's left over from that will finish off the back end. That's going to wrap it up for today. I'll fix myself some hot dogs for dinner tonight.